Hello, and a very warm welcome to English Talk Cafe. I'm Emma, and I am so glad you are here.
And I'm Jack. Seriously, we say this every episode, but we mean it every time. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with us today.
Your time is precious, and we never take it for granted, which actually connects perfectly to our topic today.
Oh, what is our topic today?
Today, we are talking about time, specifically how to not waste your time when learning English.
Ah, a topic that is close to both of our hearts.
Very close. Because, Jack, how many years did you spend learning English?
Too many. Many years. And the honest truth is, many of those years, I was not learning very efficiently.
Same here. I made so many mistakes. Mistakes that slowed me down. Mistakes that wasted my time. And today, we are going to share those mistakes with you.
5 specific mistakes. 5 mistakes that we know beginners make because we made them ourselves.
And for each mistake, we are going to give you a fix. A practical, real, easy-to-use fix.
No complicated advice, no expensive courses, just honest, simple, real tips.
Because here at English Talk Cafe, we believe that everyone can learn English. Not just people with a lot of money, not just people with a lot of time. Everyone.
Everyone. The busy mother with 3 children, the student working 2 jobs, the retired grandfather learning English for the first time at 65. Everyone.
I love that. Yes, everyone. And we are here for all of you.
Before we begin, a small but important request.
Yes, if you are watching or listening to us right now and you are not yet subscribed to English Talk Cafe, please subscribe right now. It takes 1 second.
And it makes a huge difference to us. It helps our channel grow. It helps us make more free content for learners like you.
Also, at the end of today's episode, we are going to ask you a question about your learning journey. We want you to answer in the comments.
We read every comment and we reply to as many as we can. We love connecting with our listeners.
Okay, one more thing before we start. Throughout today's episode, we are going to stop and do some listener activities.
Oh, activities?
Yes, we want you to participate today, not just listen passively. Active listening is better for your learning.
That is actually very connected to what we are going to discuss today, active learning versus passive learning, but more on that soon.
Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's go. Mistake number 1, trying to learn everything at once. Okay, mistake number 1. Let me paint a picture for you.
Oh, I love when you paint pictures. Go ahead.
I imagine someone, let's call her Maria. Maria lives in Brazil. She is 28 years old. She works at a company where she needs to speak English in meetings.
Okay, I can imagine Maria.
Maria is motivated. She is determined. She wants to learn English fast. So she sits down on a Monday morning and she makes a plan.
Good for Maria. What is the plan?
Her plan is this. Every morning, she will study grammar for 1 hour. Every afternoon, she will learn 50 new vocabulary words. Every evening, she will watch 2 English films. On weekends, she will write essays in English, and she will find a speaking partner online.
That is a lot.
That is enormous, but Maria is excited. She starts on Monday. How do you think Tuesday goes?
I think Tuesday is a little harder than Monday.
By Wednesday, Maria is exhausted. By Thursday, she feels like she is learning nothing. She cannot remember the 50 words, the grammar exercises are confusing her, the films are too fast. By Friday, Maria stops and she tells herself, maybe I am just not good at English.
Oh no, and that's the saddest part. She thinks the problem is her, but the problem is not Maria. The problem is the plan.
Exactly. Maria is smart. Maria is hardworking. But the plan was impossible. Nobody could follow that plan, not even a native speaker.
So why do people make this mistake? Why do beginners try to do too much at once?
I call it the excitement trap. When you start something new, you're full of energy, full of hope, full of motivation, and that energy tricks you into thinking you can do everything.
The motivation feels unlimited at the beginning.
Exactly. But motivation is like a battery. It does not last forever. You have to use it wisely. You have to make it last.
And the way to make motivation last is to have small wins every day.
Small wins. That is the key phrase here. Small wins.
Let me tell you a little story. I have a friend, a good friend. He's a chef.
Oh, nice. A chef.
Yes, and one day I asked him, "How did you learn to cook so well?" And he said something I never forgot. He said, "Jack, on my first day of cooking school, my teacher gave me one knife, and she said, 'Learn this one knife perfectly before you touch anything else.'"
Just one knife?
Just one knife for 2 whole weeks. She learned how to hold it, how to sharpen it, how to move it, how to clean it. By the end of 2 weeks, that knife was like an extension of his hand.
And then?
Then he got the second knife, and because he had mastered the first one, the second one came much faster, and then the third, each one building on the last.
That is such a beautiful story. And it's the same with English.
Same with English. Master one thing, then the next thing builds on top, one skill at a time.
So, what is the fix? Specifically, what should Maria do differently?
Step 1. Maria should choose one focus for the week, just one.
For example, this week, Maria only focuses on vocabulary, not grammar, not speaking, not writing. Only vocabulary.
And how many words? Not 50, not 20, 5 new words per day.
5. Just 5. But she doesn't just read them, she writes them. She says them out loud. She uses them in a sentence. She reviews them the next day.
5 words that she really knows, not 50 words she has forgotten by the next morning.
Quality over quantity. Always.
Mistake number 2, and for this one, I want to tell you a personal story.
Oh, yes, please.
When I was learning English, I was very focused on grammar. I bought every grammar book I could find. I studied them every day. I memorized rules. I did exercise after exercise after exercise.
That sounds very dedicated.
It was dedicated, and I was proud of it. I thought, when I know all the grammar rules, I will be fluent. But then something happened.
What happened?
I got a new job at an international company. And on my first day, my manager walked up to me, a British man, very friendly. He smiled and said, "Hey Jack, how was your weekend, mate?"
Simple question. Very casual.
Simple question. And I stood there. My brain went completely blank. I could feel my grammar books in my head, full of rules, but not one natural sentence would come out of my mouth.
Oh, Jack, that must have felt terrible.
It was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. I think I said something like, "The weekend was acceptable," like a robot.
Acceptable. Oh, no.
My manager smiled very kindly, but I could see he was a little confused. In that moment, that embarrassing moment, changed how I approached English forever.
So let's talk about this. What is the difference between grammar English and real English?
Grammar English is perfect sentences, rules followed exactly, everything in the right order, like a textbook.
And real English is?
Real English is contractions. I'm instead of I am. Don't instead of do not. Real English is incomplete sentences sometimes. Real English is filler words. Well, kind of.
Real English is what people actually say, not what textbooks tell you people say.
Exactly. And if you only study from textbooks, you learn textbook English. But real conversations don't sound like textbooks.
Think about it. When a native English speaker says goodbye to a friend, do they say, "Farewell, it was a pleasure spending time with you today"?
Nobody says that. They say catch you later, or see ya, or just bye.
And if you only studied grammar, you might not know these expressions because they are not in the grammar book.
Now, I want to be very clear here. We are not saying that grammar is bad.
Absolutely not. Grammar is the foundation. You need it, but it is not the whole building. It is just the foundation.
Think of building a house. You need a strong foundation. The foundation is grammar, but you cannot live in a foundation. You need walls, you need a roof, you need doors and windows.
The walls are your vocabulary, the roof is your listening skill, the doors and windows are your speaking and writing.
All the parts work together. No single part makes a complete house.
And the mistake beginners make is spending all their time on the foundation and never building the walls.
So what is the fix? How do we use grammar in a smarter way?
The fix is simple. For every grammar rule you learn, you must use it immediately, the same day, within hours.
Give us an example.
Okay, today I learn about the past simple tense. I walked, she talked, they visited. Now, instead of moving to the next rule, I stop and I write 10 sentences about my own past. Yesterday, I woke up at 7. Last week, I visited my grandmother. Last year, I started a new job.
Personal sentences about your real life.
Because when it's personal, your brain connects the grammar rule to a real memory, and real memories are much harder to forget.
And then take it one step further. Speak those sentences out loud, even alone, even in your room.
Your mouth needs to practice making English sounds. Reading grammar is not the same as speaking grammar. They're different skills.
An athlete does not read books about running and then become a runner. They run every day and they get better.
You have to run. You have to use the language. Mistake number 3. And this one, Jack, this one makes me a little emotional.
Really? Why?
Because I see so many talented, intelligent people who are ready to speak, who know enough to have a conversation, but they don't because they are waiting, always waiting.
Waiting for what?
For someday when my English is better, someday when I stop making mistakes, someday when I feel confident. But listeners, someday is not a day of the week.
That is powerful. Say it again.
Someday is not a day of the week. There is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There is no someday.
The day to speak is today.
Today, even if you only know 100 words, even if your grammar is not perfect, even if you forget a word halfway through a sentence, today.
Emma, can I share a story?
Please.
I once had a student. His name was Omar. Omar was from Egypt. He had been studying English for 4 years. 4 years. He had very good grammar, he had a large vocabulary, he could read English newspapers, but he would not speak.
4 years of study and no speaking?
Not in front of other people. He would speak a little alone at home, but with other people, nothing. He was terrified.
And why did he tell you?
He told me something very honest. He said, "Jack, back home, if you make a mistake, people notice, people remember. I don't want anyone to think I am stupid."
Oh, that is so understandable, that fear of judgment.
Very understandable, and I did not dismiss his fear. I said, "Omar, I hear you. That fear is real. But let me ask you something. When you hear someone from another country trying to speak your language, even badly, even with mistakes, what do you think of them?"
Curious. And what did he say?
He was quiet for a moment, and then he smiled and he said, "I think they are brave, and I want to help them."
Oh, that is beautiful.
And I said, "Omar, that is exactly what English speakers think when they hear you trying.
People don't see your mistakes, they see your courage.
They see your courage." And Omar, that week he spoke English for the first time with a real stranger, a tourist at a market. He helped them find directions.
Excited.
And the tourist thanked him, smiled at him, and said, "Your English is great, thank you." Omar called me that evening. I could hear the happiness in his voice.
See, all those years of waiting, and the reality was nothing like the fear.
The fear is almost always worse than the reality. Almost always.
Okay, Let's give our listeners some very concrete ways to start speaking, even if they are nervous, even if they are beginners.
Tip 1. Talk to yourself. This is the safest way to start. No judgment, no audience, just you and English.
When you are in the shower, describe what you are doing. I am washing my hair. The water is warm. The shampoo smells like coconut.
When you are cooking, narrate like a TV chef. Now I am adding 2 eggs to the bowl. I am mixing them slowly. The smell is wonderful.
I love that. Your own cooking show in English.
Exactly. Tip 2. Record yourself. Use your phone. Speak for 60 seconds about your day, then listen back.
Listening to yourself is uncomfortable at first, but it is incredibly powerful. You hear your own pronunciation, you notice where you struggle, and week by week, you hear yourself getting better.
And that progress you hear is the best motivation to keep going.
Tip 3. Say one English sentence out loud every morning. Just one. When you wake up, before you check your phone, before you do anything else.
Something simple. Today is a good day. I slept well last night. I am ready for today.
One sentence every morning. Your day starts in English. Mistake number 4. This one is a silent time waster. You don't even notice it's happening, but it slows you down enormously.
What is it?
Translating. Thinking in your native language and translating everything to English.
Let's walk through exactly what happens in a beginner's brain during a conversation.
Great idea. So imagine someone asks you, "What do you do for fun?"
Step 1. You hear the question in English.
Step 2, you translate the question into your native language.
Step 3. You think of your answer in your native language.
Step 4, you translate your answer from your native language into English.
Step 5. You check if the translation sounds correct.
Step 6, you finally speak.
6 steps for one simple question. And while all this is happening,
The other person is waiting and you feel nervous, and being nervous makes you translate even slower, which makes you more nervous. It's a cycle.
a cycle that exhausts you. After one conversation, you feel like you ran a marathon.
Yes, the brain is working so hard, and most of that hard work is wasted on translation.
So the goal is to cut out the translation, to build what I call the direct road.
Tell us about the direct road.
Right now, when a beginner sees a cup, their brain does this. They see the cup, their brain says the word in their native language, then it translates to cup. 2 steps.
And the goal is?
The goal is to see the cup and your brain immediately says cup. 1 step. Direct. No translation in between.
And you build this direct road through massive exposure and repetition.
The more you see a word in context, the more you hear it, the more you use it, the more direct the connection becomes.
Okay, let's give practical steps. How do you build this direct connection?
Strategy 1. Label your environment. Get sticky notes, small pieces of paper. Write the English word on each one. Stick them on everything in your home.
Your door says door. Your table says table. Your mirror says mirror. Your lamp says lamp.
Every time you look at the object, your brain connects the object directly to the English word. No translation needed.
Strategy 2. Think in English for the first 5 minutes of your day. Lie in bed in the morning and just think in English about your plans, about your feelings, about what you want to eat for breakfast.
I am a little tired this morning. I want coffee. Today I have a meeting at 3. I hope the weather is nice. Simple thoughts in English.
Strategy 3. When you learn a new word, do not write the translation. Instead, draw a picture or find an image online.
Connect the English word directly to an image or a feeling, not to a word in your language.
For example, the word cozy. Don't translate it. Instead, picture a warm blanket, a fireplace, a hot cup of tea on a rainy day. That feeling is cozy.
Now, when you hear the word cozy, you don't translate, you feel it.
And that is when you truly know a word. Not when you can translate it, but when you can feel it.
I want to share the moment when I knew this was working for me.
Please share.
I was watching an English film, a comedy, and a character said something funny, and before I could even think, I laughed.
You laughed. And why is that significant?
Because to laugh at a joke in another language, you have to understand it instantly. There's no time to translate a joke. If you translate it, the timing is gone. The funny is gone.
Oh, that is such a good point.
I laughed at the joke in real time without translating, and I sat there in my chair and I thought, this is it. This is what it feels like to really understand English.
That is a beautiful moment. And it will come for you too, listeners, if you practice, if you expose yourself to English every day. Mistake number 5. Jack, I genuinely believe this is the number one reason why people don't become fluent.
I agree completely, and it is the most fixable mistake, which makes it both frustrating and hopeful at the same time.
Frustrating because it is so avoidable. Hopeful because anyone can fix it, starting right now.
So what is this mistake? Learning without consistency.
Meaning learning in bursts, studying a lot for a few days and then stopping for a week or 2 weeks or a month.
And then starting again with a lot of motivation, studying a lot again, stopping again.
On and off, like a light switch.
Let me tell you about two imaginary students, student A and student B.
Tell us.
Student A studies English for 5 hours every Sunday. 5 full hours. Very intense, very focused, but only on Sunday. The rest of the week, nothing.
And student B?
Student B studies for 15 minutes every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every single day, without exception. Just 15 minutes.
So in 1 week, student A studies for 5 hours. Student B studies for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Student A studies more than student B.
By the numbers, yes, but after 6 months, who do you think speaks better English?
Student B.
Student B. Every time, without question. Why?
Because the brain needs repetition, regular, daily repetition. Every time you see something again, the brain makes the connection stronger.
And every time a long gap passes without practice, the connection weakens. The brain says, we haven't used this information in a while, it must not be important. Let me make space for other things.
And the information fades. This is the forgetting curve, and daily practice is the only way to fight it.
Now, I want to talk about why people are inconsistent, because I think it's unfair to just say, be consistent, without understanding why it is hard.
Yes, because life is busy, life is complicated. Life does not always cooperate with our plans.
There are 3 main reasons why people are inconsistent. Reason 1, they set goals that are too big. They say, I will study for 2 hours every day. And on a busy day, 2 hours is impossible. So they study 0.
2 hours or 0. Instead of 2 hours or 20 minutes, any amount is better than nothing.
Reason 2, they don't have a trigger. A trigger is something that reminds you to do your habit.
Like an alarm, or a specific time, or a specific place, or a specific activity that comes before.
Reason 3, they don't see progress quickly enough. Language learning is slow, very slow at first, and when you don't see results, it is easy to feel like you are wasting your time.
And so you stop.
And so you stop. But here's the truth about language learning. The results are happening, even when you can't see them. The knowledge is building in the background, slowly, silently. And then one day, suddenly you understand something you never could before.
Yes, it's like a plant. For weeks, it looks like nothing is happening. The pot just sits there. But under the ground, the roots are growing. And one day, you see a tiny green shoot coming up.
And then it grows fast. Language learning is exactly the same.
Okay, 5 strategies for building real consistency. Let's go.
Strategy 1. Make your minimum tiny. Your minimum daily English practice should be so small that there is literally no excuse to skip it. 5 minutes. That is your minimum.
On your busiest day, your worst day, your most exhausted day, you can still do 5 minutes. 5 minutes of listening, 5 minutes of vocabulary, anything.
Strategy 2. Use habit stacking. Attach English to something you already do every day.
Coffee in the morning? Listen to an English podcast while you drink it. Walking to work or school? Listen to English audio. Washing dishes at night? Review your vocabulary flashcards.
You are not finding extra time. You are using time you already have better, and it feels much less like work.
Strategy 3. Track your streak. Get a simple calendar or use an app. Every day you do your English practice, mark it. An X, a star, anything.
After a week of X's, you will feel a very strong desire not to break the chain. That visual record of your progress is surprisingly powerful.
Strategy 4. Create accountability. Tell someone about your English goal, a friend, a family member, or even leave a comment below this video. Tell us your goal. We will hold you to it.
When other people know about your goal, you feel more responsible. You don't want to let them down, and you don't want to let yourself down.
Strategy 5. Forgive yourself when you miss a day, because you will miss a day. Life happens. One missed day does not ruin everything.
The rule is simple. Never miss 2 days in a row. 1 day off? Okay. Rest. Come back tomorrow. 2 days off. The habit starts to break. So never let it be 2.
Never miss twice. That's the rule. Before we wrap up today, I want to talk about something that does not get mentioned enough.
What is that?
Rest and joy and balance.
Ah, yes. Very important.
We have talked about not wasting time, about being consistent, about practicing every day, and all of that is true and important. But if you are always studying, always pushing, always being productive, you will burn out.
Burnout means you become so tired and so exhausted from something that you lose all desire to do it.
And we never want you to burn out from English because English is a beautiful language and learning it should bring you joy.
So here are 3 rules for balance. Rule 1. Sleep well. Your brain processes and stores language learning while you sleep. A tired brain learns poorly. A rested brain learns efficiently.
Rule 2. Make English fun. Not everything has to be a lesson. Watch a film you enjoy in English. Listen to music you love in English. Play a game in English.
If it is fun, you will do it. If it feels like homework, you will avoid it.
Rule 3. Celebrate your progress regularly. Look back at where you were 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, and appreciate how far you have come.
We often forget to look back. We're always looking forward at how far we still have to go, but sometimes looking back at how far you have come is the most powerful motivation of all.
You are further along than you think. Trust the process, trust yourself. Okay, beautiful people, let's bring everything together. 5 mistakes, 5 fixes. Let's go through them one final time.
Mistake 1. Trying to learn everything at once. Fix. Choose one skill to focus on. Set a small daily goal. Celebrate every small win.
Mistake 2. Only studying grammar rules. Fix. Learn a rule and immediately use it. Make personal sentences. Speak them out loud.
Mistake 3. Waiting until you're ready to speak. Fix. Start speaking today with the words you have right now. Mistakes are your teachers.
Mistake 4. Translating everything in your head. Fix. Label your world in English. Think in English every morning. Connect words to feelings and images.
And mistake 5. Learning without consistency. Fix. Practice a little every single day. Make it a habit. Never miss twice.
5 mistakes, 5 fixes, and every single fix is in your hands, starting today.
You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need expensive tools. You don't need to be naturally gifted. You just need to show up every day, a little bit at a time.
Because here's the truth about English and about any language. It is not about talent. It is not about intelligence. It is about time and consistency and love for the journey.
Anyone who shows up every day, who keeps going even when it's hard, who makes mistakes and learns from them, anyone like that will become fluent. There's no doubt in my mind.
None in mind either. And we believe that about every single person listening to us right now. Before we say goodbye, we promised you a question.
Yes, our question for you today is this.
Which of these 5 mistakes do you feel is your biggest challenge, and which fix are you going to try first?
Leave your answer in the comments below. Tell us your plan, and we will reply. We will cheer you on.
Also, if you know someone who's learning English, please share this episode with them. Send it to a friend, share it in a group, post it somewhere.
You might not realize it, but sharing one video could completely change someone's learning journey. What a gift that would be.
A beautiful gift. And if you're not yet subscribed to English Talk Cafe, please subscribe now. We upload new episodes regularly, and every episode is designed to help you learn English in the most effective and enjoyable way possible.
This has been one of my favorite episodes, Emma. I really enjoyed today.
Same here, Jack. I feel like we had a real conversation today, not just a lesson.
That is what we always aim for. Real, honest, human.
To all our listeners everywhere, wherever you are in the world, whatever language you speak, whatever dream brought you to English,
We are rooting for you every single day.
keep learning, keep speaking, keep going.
And we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Take care of yourself and don't waste your time.